morning, everyone. This is Alejandra Gomez again, showing you another card. And this time I'm using one big meeting because I'm using this thank you. I'm making some thank you notes, and I'm also using these pieces and patterns. And I know I've been making too many cards with this one. I just love the design series paper and the coordinating stamp set. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm gonna give you the measurements of this one as usual. The card base, Whisper White in this case. And this one is 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have Flirty Flamingo, and this one is 4 by 5 1/4. Basic black. And this one is 3 1/4 by 4 1.5. And the design series paper is 3 by 4 1/4. I also have some scraps of paper. This one is emerald amber, and then 2 little pieces of the Whisper White. So anyway, first thing we're gonna be doing here, just so that I don't forget, is cutting this one in a banner. And here it is. And I usually cut in the middle and then cut the points. Here it is. That makes it easier for me. The next thing, usually you want to do all your elements before you glue anything down, just so that you don't skip anything and you can still, you know, make sure you can do it before everything is glued. If I had glued the paper on this one, then realized, oh, I need this Starbuzz, you wouldn't be able to do it. Anyway, this is the brand new Starbuzz punch from the new catalog, and I just love it. And again, if I am covering with design series paper, this is a way for me to save on paper, you know, because you're gonna cover it, so why not use anything in the cardstock. The only thing is always make sure you have enough so that when you're covering, it doesn't show. In other words, do not do the punch somewhere here because it will show up. So anyway, that's another tip of mine. And by the way, this coordinates pretty well with a 2-inch circle, and that's the one that we're going to be using today. So I'm using thank you with the basic black archival, and I'm going to be stamping it. Oh, great. And I'm going to be punching it out. Here it is. And again, this is a 2-inch circle punch. It coordinates really well with this one. And lastly, I'm going to be stamping the flower, which is the one that coordinates really nice with these flowers. I'm going to be stamping it and using emerald amber marker. I'm going to be coloring these inner circle. I know it seems like I tend to either not talk or something anytime I'm coloring. I have to concentrate, I guess. My brain doesn't work that way. Anyway, so here it is. And then I'm going to be cutting out the image. And nope, there's no dies for this one. So we have to use our scissors. And one tip I wanted to just share with everyone is I usually move the paper, not the scissors, as you can see. And I feel like I get better control at the border that I'm leaving from the image. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking, I guess, because I guess it's one other thing that either I concentrate doing one thing or talking. Oh, goodness. And I know this is painful, but I don't know how to edit videos just yet, so bear with me. It's either learning how to edit or making them. So I figure, well, let's just make them. So I have all my pieces now. And again, that's one of the tips that my upline is always giving us. Always make sure you do everything, because if there's always an option, right? If I don't like how this is stamped, I can always flip and stamp again. So always try to do that. And I know I say that, and sometimes I'm kind of like the worst ones and don't do it. But anyway, I try my best. And so using my bone folder, I'm just folding in half my card base. And now we're going to start gluing this down. And again, I'm using Fast Fuse because it's a very strong adhesive, and you don't use as much as with snail. There's nothing wrong with the snail. It's just I feel like I use way less when I'm using the Fast Fuse, and it's very strong. So okay, and we're gonna be, and I usually try to center 2 corners and then go from there. From whenever I'm gluing down, so that way. And this one I'm gonna do one in the middle, and you can tell again I'm just doing these 2 corners, align those 2 corners, and then I just put everything down. And I'm gonna be gluing this one somewhere here, and we're gonna be gluing this one down. I just want to center, that's fine. Is it center? I think it is, yes. And then let me show you the new dimensionals. So these are our regular dimensionals, and if you remember, I'm always cutting them in half. So Stampin' Up! Came up with these little ones, and I love them. I really do love them. I think those are my favorite right now, and the only reason is because then I can have a even distribution on my pieces, right? Because that was the whole reason I was doing the cutting. And on this one, since it's just a small one, I'm just gonna use a 1. So I'm gonna be, and they peel really quickly, which that was good. That one was one of my fears. That, oh well, how is that gonna be peeling? But nope, so far it seems to be that they peel fairly easy, so kudos with that too. And I'm gonna be putting it there, and then I'm gonna peel this one and put it in here. And you know what's coming, my bling, right? Where's my piercing? So I'm gonna take one of the small, yes, and I'm gonna be putting it here, and voila, it's complete. Don't you like it? I mean, seriously, I love how everything matches or coordinates on this one. And if you're wondering where I got the colors, see, it's usually from the design series paper. It also has the Emerald Envy right there. Anyway, I'm gonna be putting all the links to all the products in my video. So if there's anything that you want, don't forget to you can get everything on my store at www.miranda.stampinup.net. Thank you and have a good weekend. Goodbye.